Welcome in. Hopefully you can hear me on this little handy dandy microphone here. You guys are very far away today because today is a very special day. I have a special guest here with me. Let's see who it is. I hope you can hear me. Look, it's Danny in the same room.
Oh, I can read the chat.
Yeah, again, I
gotta squint so I can see it.
Okay.
Let me pull up the chat here. So
can somebody give us a thumbs up if you can hear us both?
I see a lot of waves. Hello, waves.
Hey, Shark, can you hear me?
Everyone's
like, I don't know.
Danny, yes, Danny does live in Jersey.
Yes, can you hear us talking? I don't think they can hear us talking.
Can you hear us? Oh, okay.
Hear both of us. Okay, thank you.
Perfect.
I was very confused. Okay, I'm gonna get comfy again. Okay, so Danny lives in Jersey. I am in New Jersey. We're in the same room. Anyways, we're gonna have an interview tonight in person. Should really have us like higher up in the chat, huh? This is a new. Sorry, you're sorry that I'm here with Danny. Oh, that's probably better.
Oh, that is better. That's so much better.
So much better. Okay,
how's your knee?
Oh, my knee's feeling okay. Did good today. We went to the shore. We toured. I can see it now. We toured the shore house. It was rainy and crappy, but it was still fun. So we did not have time for Danny to grab his choices for the interview.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah. So I'm just going to ask the questions. He's going to answer them. And then we have a new fun little segment for this interview. So everyone that's here, thank you. We're going to go ahead and get started. I didn't smell any of Jersey except once. And no, I don't enjoy that smell.
Jersey smells great.
I don't know where Danzig's home is. So I did not see Danzig's home. But if you tell me where it is, we could drive by. No, I saw Snooki and Jaywell's home. Did you smell? There's a Nabisco cookie factory here?
God, it closed like 2 years ago. It's gone. Yeah, it's gone. You would be able to smell it though.
No, Danny lives in Jersey. I live in Oregon, so I'm the West Coaster, and Danny is the East Coaster.
But it's still the framework is still there, which is very sad. I actually live right by it, but the framework is slowly getting torn down, but it's gone. The Nabisco factory is gone.
Okay, so let's get started with the first question for Danny.
Nervous.
What is your favorite or up to 3 favorite vinyl in your collection?
Like that I listen to all the time?
Just 3 favorite. Pick 3 that you would keep.
Well, it's definitely my Blink IVC on the clear with the etching. That's definitely number 1. Well, one of the 3. A Taylor album probably would be Reputation. And probably Billy Joel's Greatest Hits. Just so I have all his hits.
Okay. Number 2, what is the most random vinyl in your collection? I feel like you don't have any random stuff.
No. I mean, a lot of people don't probably know that I like country as well. So it's definitely the Luke Bryan Greatest Hits, just because all his hits are there. And it's not something I need as a discography. But country is a genre that I do like. So definitely the Luke Bryan Greatest Hits albums are definitely the most random, I guess you can say, of me, especially with my love for Taylor and how much I like Taylor. And I speak so much about Blink as well. But yeah, definitely and I have Florida Georgia Line Greatest Hits too. So those are probably the 2 randomest. Any country that's in my collection.
And that might be a good segue into what would people be surprised to know that you listen to that they didn't know before?
Oh, country, 100%.
Country.
Because I don't talk about it. We don't really sell it either. But country for sure, not a lot of people know. Like, I don't like the new country either. It's like the old country I like.
Yeah, Danny's songs are playing in the radio, and I was like, there's country playing. I don't understand what's happening right now because I thought Danny just listened to pop and rap, outlaw country. Yeah. And how about an unpopular musical opinion?
I don't like this question because I don't like to bash anything. I mean, unpopular. I mean, I'm also on the spot too, which I can't think of anything like that.
You want to say what?
I'm on the spot, so like thinking I can't really think of something. Like, I mean, I just don't like the old rock, and it's just a personal thing of mine. I don't know if it's considered an unpopular opinion.
Danny doesn't like classic rock.
But like if you put like,
hey, thank you, Scott.
If it's on, I'll listen to it, but it's not like my choice to put on.
If I could get all the way over there and put an announcement, I would say to follow Echo Waves. So please follow Echo Waves. Thank you for the raid. Oh, you're on the account?
It'll be coming from me, but.
Oh, look, you're modded for today.
Oh, look at that. I'm modded. Modded in my own interview show.
Why did you have me do this? I'm the one asking the questions.
Because I'm answering them. But that I don't really have an unpopular opinion because I don't not like a lot of things. I don't like them. I keep to myself. But it's really it. Again, yeah. No, that's not the great answer to that question, but.
Okay. So you guys know, usually give a little bit of time to kind of talk about people, talk about themselves and how they got on Whatnot. Most people already know how Danny and I got on Whatnot, but I will have you guys, or have Danny doesn't give a fuck. How many times have you visited?
Zero.
Is that a strip club? Or, I'm sorry, a gentleman's club? Because that's what they're called here.
Zero. It's where they shot, not Goodfellas. Not Godfather. What's the Sopranos?
Oh.
It's a strip club that they have a sign out there that says home of the
maybe we're adding something to the list.
No, we're not. Nope. Not doing it. Nope. Feel free to go yourself, though. It's right around the corner for me.
It's right around the corner for me?
Yeah. No, cool. No, me, you, we're in the same area.
Okay. So I'm going to let Danny tell you a little bit about himself and what else he does other than Whatnot, since I've already kind of explained about our business. So I'll let Danny just tell a little bit about himself.
Well, obviously, you guys know I'm from New Jersey. If anyone's not familiar with the area, I'm like 10, 15 minutes outside of New York City, so right around the corner from the city. What I do, I love my video games. I play them constantly. Just got a new cat. She's great. I hate talking about myself. God damn. What I do normally, though, I have 2 other jobs outside of this. I work in HR recruitment, and I do part-time retail management for Carter's clothing for the children, which is great because I don't put the money back into it. I get to save it because I don't have any children to buy for, other than my nieces and nephews. And then obviously I have this with Stacy, but I'm pretty much boring. I'm not too interesting.
Also, we're not in a crooked room. The iPad is crooked.
I do love my sports. Jets, Mariners, Rangers, and the Aces and WNBA. I'll always support the women's sports because I will follow WNBA more than the NBA. I just enjoy it better. To answer that question, PS5. I have an Xbox. Don't play it too often. I got it for Game Pass. Then it just kind of goes to the wayside. But PS5, I don't game on PC just because I don't have it. A gaming PC. I just like the console better.
Okay.
But I am a big WNBA fan. I will support that till I'm blue in the face, though.
So if you could be any vinyl variant, Danny. Also, I'm sorry if my hair on the microphone is making noise. I can't hear.
I don't even know if I don't even know. I guess they can. I guess it's the microphone. They hear. Oh, they hear through the microphone.
Yeah,
because that's plugged in now.
Yeah,
I'm just making sure.
I'm assuming they're hearing.
Oh, they hear us fine. So either way, it works.
This is literally how mine and Danny's conversations go. So you guys are getting like a behind-the-scenes glimpse of like what happens 15 minutes before a show, what happens on Sunday mornings when we have our meetings. Danny, move the iPad. You keep moving off screen because you're trying to be comfy.
I want to be comfy. You can't see me this way. I know. I gotta just deal with it and be here. Hopefully that's better.
So if you could be any vinyl variant, what would you be?
Definitely clear, like a Coke bottle clear, any type of clear variation. And if there's some kind of like splatter or color in it, um, just to add pop to it.
What color splatter?
Rainbow, just because I want rainbowish.
Does
rainbow
anybody
things.
else remember who answered rainbow clear vinyl with rainbow splatter? You've been here before. Does anybody remember who else said they would be that vinyl?
No one knows.
Yes, me. Exactly. These are the weird things.
But definitely a clearer vinyl for sure. And if there's color with it, great. That would definitely be ideal.
So if you could have dinner with a musical artist who is still alive, who would it be?
You would think the answer would be Taylor. It's not. Still alive. It's a toss up between, I don't know, their group, Blink or Billy Joel, just because like he's been around so long to like talk about his ventures, I guess you'd say.
Did you say dentures?
Ventures.
Adventures?
Ventures.
Ventures. I thought you said his dentures. He can talk about his dentures.
So like he probably has so much like with all his residencies at like the Garden, and I think he had one at Vegas and everything. Like just all his stories you can probably tell. So probably say Billy Joel over everything though.
And how about somebody who has passed?
Well, don't listen to much music to begin with. It's all current. Past
70s or 80s Billy Joel?
80s.
80s Billy
80s.
Joel. I mean, lots of artists died too soon. Mac Miller, he's passed.
See, but I wouldn't be interested. Nothing against him. Just
Chester from Linkin Park.
I like Linkin Park.
Tupac.
Probably, yeah. Tupac, probably Tupac more than Biggie, just because the California aspect of it and the West Coast aspect of it.
I think D-Ray has a little bit of a connection problem, but he wants to know 5 times over, how about them Rangers, Danny boy?
And I know we had the conversation. And the NC, is it North Carolina, or do we know that?
Yes.
Oh, so Carolina's doing awesome, by the way. Congratulations on not getting swept in the conference finals again. Moving on.
Careful what you ask here. Danny gives it back.
Congratulations on winning your first game in the conference finals in 15 tries.
So let's go Rangers.
I don't know if that's sarcastic or not, but sure.
No, I do believe Langston already said, let's go Rangers. So has there been anything that we've sold or that you've personally sold that you have regretted selling and wish you could have back?
I haven't really sold a lot out of my collection. The only thing I've sold that was like, again, it's not really a regret, would be the Chinese version of Long Pond of Taylor, just because I variant collect them all. I have to have them all. It's like Pokemon. But I don't really regret it because I have the actual.
But you don't have more than one variant of the colored midnights. Like you don't have 4 blues like I did because they're maidens. So then
only
that's
have
like the
one
same
blue.
thing.
I just all I need is one blue.
Because the Long Pond China is the same color.
If it was a different color and I got rid of it, I'd regret it a lot more. I probably wouldn't have got rid of it. But that's the only thing. Excuse me, because it came with a special sleeve and everything. That's the only thing that I would regret. I don't really have.
It's the only Chinese version I didn't keep.
And I only started collecting 2 years ago. So my collection is really still small. It's mostly Taylor. It's Taylor, Blink, Billy as the whole discographies of those 3, and then random rap albums and country albums here and there.
But you did sell it to B Steels on Whatnot, who really appreciated it because she could not find a copy of Long Pond, and so she bought it and we sent it to Canada.
But that would probably be the biggest regret, and it's not really a regret. It's just I just feel like I am missing a piece of it because I want the variant collection, but in the same instance, I don't fully regret it.
True. Best concert that you have ever been to?
It's a Taylor, and it's not the Eras Tour, just because it was probably Speak Now, because it's just so theatrical.
More theatrical than the Eras Tour?
The Eras Tour wasn't like, well, it was theatrical Eras Tour, but the Speak Now tour was more theater-esque. Like she was telling stories through it, so I enjoyed it more for that aspect of it, then you're going to see the Taylor and Eras tour and you're just going listening to the whole thing. So maybe theatrical isn't the right word, but like she told us more stories through it with everything, and then obviously Rep was amazing also. But Speak Now, the Speak Now tour is probably the best one outside of the Eras, not counting Eras tour because it's everything all in one. That would be the best that I've seen.
Worst concert you've ever been to and why?
Went to the Backstreet Boys. Knowing these questions ahead of time, it's like I really don't go to concerts too often, and I can't really pick out a worst one. But I'd have to say the Backstreet Boys, only for the fact I enjoy the Backstreet Boys. They are my boy band of choice growing up. And if anyone's familiar with New Jersey, I went to PNC Art Center, saw them, and we sat in the lawn with my girlfriend, now wife, but we couldn't see anything. It literally sat in the lawn, got there super late, couldn't see anything, just basically listened to it, just couldn't see and enjoy the show. So that would probably be the worst concert experience, just because I couldn't see it. I was just listening to it. I'm like, I paid all this money, not all this money, but I paid this money to see something that I couldn't see. I was just there to listen.
Are there any local artists that you listen to or that you have discovered that you like?
I'm sure there is some. Can I name one on top of my head? No.
You're supposed to say Dead Broke Mike's label records and his bands.
Yeah, but that'd be lying because I just discovered him. I don't listen to him.
I know.
But I mean, yes, Dead Broke. But he's not really local, is he? He's not Jersey though.
Long Island.
Yes, yeah, see, I don't consider Long Island local.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's still
a Jersey band.
Still a hike. I feel like there is a Jersey. I mean, Billy Joel, I guess, is local-ish.
I didn't. Yeah, you know what I meant.
Yeah, but that's no. To answer that in a short, no.
But see, Dave Matthews Band's concerts, Janet, you don't have to watch because it is not a show. It is there for the music, and you just listen to them, and they sound amazing, not like a boy band. So, Misfits, no, neither of us.
Yeah,
have heard an entire Misfits album 100% there. I don't know that I've listened to more than one Misfits song.
I can't tell you a song, yeah.
I couldn't tell a song, no. But I did see a really cool Blacklight Misfits poster at this brewery we went to today. It was all like heavy metal based. It was called Heavy Real. And they had where you go to the bathrooms, the whole hallway to the bathrooms is like blue light, and they have like disco light thing and all these band posters, which is really cool. Okay, now that I have you in front of me, I can't think of any of my questions.
I thought you were reading them for a second.
No, I don't have them written down. I just think of them off the top of my head normally, but I can't think of any. We'll go to the quick fire round because that will help me. So it's going to be a little bit of a different quick fire round. Some of these questions are going to be like, why are you asking him this? Just play along.
It's good for you guys to know. You don't know the answers.
Is the sky blue?
Oh, these quick firing. Yes.
Is water wet?
No. Yes.
Can dogs fly? By the way, the sky is not blue. It's the reflection off the ocean.
Or is the reflection of the ocean from the sky?
I don't know.
Can dogs fly? No.
Is the earth flat?
Next question. No, it's not flat.
If he was going to say next question because he's a flat earther, we were going to end right now. I guess I don't need to yell. I have a microphone on. I'm sorry. Are bananas a type of fruit?
Is that a trick question?
I don't know. It's just on this list.
No. Oh, yes. There are, yes.
Yes, they are. Hi, Molly.
I wouldn't really know because I can't eat fruit, though.
I
am allergic.
Let's talk about why you can't eat fruit.
I am allergic to fruit.
All fruit?
Only raw fruit. Yes, all fruit.
Okay.
So I can't have it like baked in a pie or something like that. I can't have like a banana. Can't eat it.
An orange. Can't eat it.
Yeah, my throat will start to close up. I will.
But you can have it in beer.
It's not really. Yeah.
Fruit beer.
It's not the same, I guess, because.
Can you have the juice? Hi, Danny.
As long as it's not the actual fruit raw, I can have it.
So you can't eat the one way I like fruit, which is just in like full raw fruit.
Like if I went apple picking and pulled the apple, I would probably die on the spot.
Yeah, and that's the only way I like fruit is like the full fruit form. I don't like jam. I don't like jelly. I don't like pie. None of that stuff. Applesauce, ew. Gross. Is the sun a planet?
No.
Do birds have feathers?
I would hope so.
Can fish breathe underwater?
Again, I hope so.
Is chocolate made from cocoa beans?
I would assume so. Yeah, yeah.
Can you hear sound in a vacuum?
In a vacuum.
Not a vacuum cleaner, like a vacuum, like a scientific. Just say
No. That one I actually didn't know or had an answer.
no. He's like, no. Can a square have 5 sides?
No.
Do all humans have the same fingerprints?
Maybe. You don't know that.
Can you hear colors?
No.
Are all deserts hot?
No, because Alaska's a desert, isn't it? Isn't Antarctica or Antarctica? I thought it was considered a desert.
I don't think so. Right, they do, right? Is the Pacific Ocean the smallest ocean on Earth? I think the Indian Ocean is.
No.
Yeah, I think the Indian Ocean is.
These are like quizzes. I don't like these.
Is Antarctica a country?
No.
No.
That's what
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
That's what I'm doing now.
See, I like these better.
I just was trying to throw them off.
You did a good job towards the end of those.
Pizza or burger?
Burger.
Cats or dogs?
Cat. Love Luna.
Summer or winter?
Winter.
Chocolate or vanilla?
Vanilla.
Beach or mountain?
Neither. Is that an option?
No.
Damn it. Mountain.
So what is neither? City? Country? What is it?
Well, I don't like mountains.
It's like for a vacation. Beach vacation or mountain vacation?
Oh, I guess beach. I don't like the sand. I don't like the beach. But if I would go down the shore, but I won't go like on the beach like we were today. Like I don't.
So finicky.
I don't like mountain climbing or doing that stuff. Or no, I don't like.
I wouldn't go mountain climbing. Who mountain
climbs?
That's what I think. Hiking?
That's what I think about mountains.
No, mountains like you go to a cabin for a vacation.
I don't like that. Beach.
Okay. I already know this answer, but iPhone or Android?
iPhone.
Finally, an interviewee is an iPhone. Where's the mountain trauma from? Did you fall down a mountain?
No, I just don't like. I don't like heights. First of all, I hate them. But I just don't like it. I'm not a fan.
Sweet or savory?
Sweet.
Netflix or YouTube?
Netflix.
Pen or pencil?
Wait, what can you watch on YouTube?
So much. You can watch movies on YouTube now.
Netflix.
You can watch Eskimo's Vinyl on YouTube now.
You can.
He needs to stay in the concrete jungle. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Fiction or nonfiction?
I'll say both.
Which one is which? Which one is truth and which one is false?
Nonfiction is true.
Just checking.
I would probably say fiction.
Music or silence?
Music.
He's a flatlander.
Music.
He's a flatlander. That's right. Not a flat earther, a flatlander. Facebook or Instagram?
I hate all social media, as you can tell. I'd probably Instagram because I use it a little bit more.
Sneakers or sandals?
Crocs count as an answer?
Is that your answer?
Probably sneakers, though, if I had to pick one.
If Crocs was an option, would you pick Crocs?
Over what?
Sneakers, sandals, or Crocs?
Crocs, yeah, 100%.
Do you own Crocs?
Yeah, I wore them yesterday, all day.
You wore them to the airport? I just didn't notice.
Yeah, they're great.
Did you wear them here?
No, I wore my shoes now.
No, last night when you brought me back.
Yeah.
Didn't even look. Oh my God. I would have made fun of you so much.
Crocs, yes.
Did you get the Lightning McQueen ones?
I contemplated it, but
I wanted to get another pair for Ryder that are big enough for him because those are too small and they light up.
Lauren would hate the answer too. She hates that I have Crocs. She's like, "Why do you need them?"
Airbnb. We're at my Airbnb. This is just like the little living room of the Airbnb.
I'm not sure if I did share the stream with her, but she like hates them. Just like, why do you need them? Just put sandals.
I make a good detective. Thank you. I can FBI search many people. You give me somebody's name or phone number, I'll tell you a lot about them. It's all tile floor too, no carpet. I took my shoes aren't on. But no, this is my Airbnb. This is also where we're going to have the birthday show. We're not sure if we're going to have it right here or where or how it's going to be, but we are going to have it here. And like I said, if anybody in the area wants to come and hang out, fine. Somebody stay the night. There's a bed right here. No, we went to the shore today. So we went to Jersey Shore today. We took a tour of the Jersey Shore house, which I know is very nerdy. I wanted to, and it was pretty cool. It's still set up. I even got to pick up the duck phone and be like, cats are here. It was so fun. I made Danny record a video of me. He hated it.
Crocs, final answer.
Oh, and we went to Beachcomber, the bar that they would go to, and I got a bucket. Yeah, he was totally cringing. I got a rum bucket, and we went to the t-shirt shop, and Danny at the t-shirt shop was there, and I wanted to ask him for a picture so bad. Yes, we're in the same room.
I could sit like this. You guys can see me still.
And I didn't ask him for a picture because I didn't want to be one of those people.
Sorry,
but
guys.
I did see
my back
him.
hurts. I have to sit back.
He can still hear you.
Hopefully, you can still hear and see me.
I can move it. Black or white?
Is there a context to this?
No.
Dark mode, black.
Yes. Hiking or biking?
Biking.
Ebook or physical book?
Physical.
Home cooked meal or restaurant?
Home cooked.
He's not a celebrity. His name is Danny, and he's the owner of the Shore House that the Jersey Shore, the TV show, went to, and also the owner of the t-shirt shop where they worked, which is literally across and like underneath where they lived, which they were always so fucking late. It's literally out one door into another. Yeah. Coincidentally enough, new season comes back tomorrow. I'm just a reality.
Shark, who's the other guy? I don't follow Patriot garbage.
Oh, are you going to answer that question?
I don't know who the other person is, so I can't really answer it, but we'll wait for Shark to answer.
Bill Belichick or Al Groh?
I don't know who Al Groh is.
Okay, guitar or piano?
Piano.
I was going to say, you better say that. City life or countryside?
Growing up, city. Currently, country.
Star Trek or Star Wars?
Wars. Not even contemplating Star Trek.
Sunrises or sunsets?
Rises.
He was the Jets coach when...
Oh, see, before my time.
Bill said, hell no.
Before my time of...
Sorry, what was sunrise or sunsets?
Rises.
Of course, because that's what happens on the East Coast.
Oh my God. I'm not going to answer the question.
I didn't. You're giving yourself away now. Marvel or DC?
Marvel.
Swimming or sunbathing?
Swimming.
Windows or Mac?
Mac.
Coffee shop or library? DC for life.
I like both because they're both quiet sometimes. Coffee shop though.
Library is always quiet. Roller coaster or Ferris wheel?
Would have said roller coaster, and Lauren got me hooked on. I mean, yeah, I would have said Ferris wheel because I hate roller coasters.
I hate Ferris wheels.
But Lauren got me hooked on roller coasters, and now I can't get.
Love roller coasters. Hate Ferris wheels.
Like I went on the Incredicoaster like 3 times. We couldn't stop going on it.
That is not a roller coaster.
What would you call it?
It loops once, and it wasn't even called the Incredicoaster when it opened.
Whatever. It's still a roller coaster.
We're very Disneyland versus Disney World here. Hardback or paperback books?
Hard, but weird.
Okay, Danny, how did we meet?
We met.
I already told the story in my interview, so you can tell it now.
We met through when Taylor's movie came out for the Eras tour, through a Facebook group. I'm going to tell the story super shorthanded and super missing details, and so be prepared for Stacey to interrupt and tell me that's not what happened or this has happened.
How did he already know?
But through a Facebook group, we joined it just to want to get all the merch because we're Taylor Swift crazies. There's a lot of things on this pillow.
Your story is already much longer than mine.
Yeah. Met through Facebook book, and the short answer. Then after a while, we got on the topic of vinyl.
Hey, Jenna.
Said, hey, you want to do this together? I was like,
Jenna says hi.
Hi, Jenna. I was like, yep, once my wedding's over, so I can fully commit to it a little bit more because it was a little hectic at that time. And then a month later, got the ball rolling, and here we are. A year and 2 months after? A year?
From the business?
Yeah.
A year and a month and a half.
But in short, a Facebook group. There. You want that?
Finally, Best Coast makes sense, as if you didn't know that. Sure. You mean because I'm on the East Coast? No. But really, how we met? picked me up at the airport. That's when we met in real life.
So funny.
That was going to be my sarcastic answer. No. I told Danny, hold on. First, Shark asked ranch nachos or cheese nachos?
Cheese.
Okay.
1000% cheese.
No. So we had been admins of a Facebook group with each other for 4 months when I decided to.
No. Well,
I got rid of a lot of mine. So Danny's does top mine now because he bought 4 rare Taylor from me, which paid for this Airbnb. So, but I bet I have a more rare Blink than he does. 500 copies.
It's fine.
Which is really weird. Anyways, what question was I answering?
Janet?
Oh, trepidation about getting a business. No. So we had known each other for about 4 months online at that point in time, and we would talk every day. We also watched other auctions before we found Whatnot. So we watched auctions on a different site and on Facebook at the same time. So we were always talking a lot. And then I was like, I'm going to start selling my mom's records on Whatnot. And then that's what happened. And then I was like, Danny was like, do you want to expand and like do it together? And I was like, yeah. And we never looked back.
Yeah.
There was no like, I'm worried about him ripping me off or something like that. Stop arguing in our chat, Peter. Just kidding. You can argue all you want. Okay. Are you going to the Statue of Liberty? I saw the Statue of Liberty from the plane, and I'll show you the picture I got because I don't think I need to go see it anymore.
It's a really good
picture of the Statue of Liberty from a plane. Taking so many pictures. Like, look at that.
That's pretty damn good from showing on
I don't think that I need to go to the Statue of Liberty. I think that's good enough. I saw it. It's right there.
I mean, what are you going to, like you said, we weren't going to actually see it anyway. We were going
I was going to go to a park from across the water.
You probably saw it closer in your plane than you would see it closer.
I just happened to look out the window and look down and be like, oh, look, there it is. And she was like, not the same. Hey, Ryder could see the flame that was gold. I'm good enough with that.
Do you know Statue of Liberty, if I'm not mistaken, is in actually New Jersey?
Oh, is it in New Jersey?
I'm 99% sure it is, but I could be wrong, and someone will correct me and be like, Danny, you're an idiot.
Yes, Danny. We met in person yesterday for the first time ever when he picked me up from the airport. Yesterday. Question: does Danny have a collection that tops Stacy's Taylor? So we answered that kind of. Danny's Taylor Swift collection probably tops mine now. Because I sold so many. But I think my record collection still tops his. Like my whole collection as a whole tops his collection.
And like I said, I just started. I can only collect what I want to listen to also.
Sean, raise your hands before you ask a question. Yeah, it's past your bedtime, Joe. I'm on the East Coast. I know what time it is. Okay. Beatles or Rolling Stones? So I don't know if you heard the beginning, but Danny's unpopular musical opinion was that he doesn't really listen to or like classic rock.
It would be Beatles, though. Like we had this conversation.
It would be Beatles for me too.
Like to listen to it. We were talking about getting like there's a Beatles one album out there. Like that would probably be the album I would get, just because I wouldn't want to listen to everything that they have. But definitely Beatles for sure.
Okay, I still had more of our rapid fire. These are the ones I like. These are like the ones I asked Bruce.
I've been there just to hang out and support. But no, I would probably.
Danny is not like me. He is not a yapper. He does not come in and say hello. He just lurks.
Yeah.
So Danny is is like the number one Whatnot lurker for being a seller. He just sits in the room until he sees something.
Exactly. I see like something I can join the conversation with. Like even indie streams. I'll just sit there and like, and it's like Mariners. I'm like, Mariners, yeah. I'll come and say like
half the time I'm like, oh, you're in there? Oh, thank you. Did you get the Olivia? No, you did. It got delivered. I don't remember when. But I just want you to know, I wanted to keep that and be like, sorry, you're getting my signature because this one is so much better and has a happy face. If you could have a conversation with any inanimate object, what would it be?
A chair. only because it's the first thing I'm looking at right now.
What is your go-to dance move when no one's watching? Yeah, she probably does know it belongs to Dad.
I want to make a funny comment and say the perfect cast. If anyone watches the Goofy movie, but outside of that,
The Running Man.
since I don't know, probably the sprinkler.
Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
One horse-sized duck. I think I'll lose regardless, but the horse-sized duck.
What is the most embarrassing thing you've ever worn in public, except Crocs, obviously?
A stupid wig.
That wasn't in public. That was in your house.
People see me wear it.
You still have to wear it again.
I don't know
You're
where I
supposed to
gotta
wear it
find
on Sunday.
I did. I thought I was embarrassed, but when I was younger, I did wear like a woman's clothing for something for
Jet
school.
skier.
Jet ski. I should say Lauren's Patriot jersey.
There you go.
Combat that.
Mhm.
But no, I dressed up for some. Not that it was embarrassing, but I did wear like women's clothing when I was for something for school. Not that it was again not embarrassing, but it was just different. I guess you could say.
Will that answer be changed with the onesie I bought you for Sunday show?
No, because actually when I saw it, I was like, oh.
I know. You're probably really excited. I got you a good one. Do you feel bad about what you bought for me now?
No.
Okay. So if you guys don't know, on Sunday, we are having our second annual birthday bonanza. It's a pajama party, and Danny and I bought one-piece pajamas for each other, not knowing what each other's buying. And I showed Danny. Danny saw his for the first time yesterday. So how did you and Lauren meet?
Online dating website. Right now,
Was it Match?
No, Plenty of Fish.
Oh yeah, Plenty of Fish. That's right. I remember.
Back then, it was an actual dating site. Now I think it's more of like a Hinge. I think I don't even know what they're. It's one where you like meet someone.
Tinder.
Yeah, I think it's more of a Tinder now. I guess that's what. But through dating site Plenty of Fish, it was free. Both of us said we didn't want to pay for Match or anything. So
my mom used it probably about the same time you and
So,
Lauren met. I thought it was just for old people.
well, she didn't want to meet me for Shark. If you're still in here, because I think I mentioned it before, she is a Patriots fan. She was hesitant
Hi, Molly.
because
Hey, Red Baron.
my profile picture had me in a Jet jersey and a Sanchez jersey. And she was hesitant to meet me, but she was like, I'll give you a shot because you're in Saddlebrook. At the time I was living with my mom. And you're not from New York, because you got a lot of, if you're not familiar with the area, Secaucus is like a stone's throw from New York City. So she got all these New York people, and she's like, you're from local, you don't have to go across a bridge, so I'll give you a shot. I was actually there for that game, but it was miserable. But online, in short, if she's watching, she's going to kill me if I get how many years wrong. I think it's going.
She's totally sleeping.
I don't know.
Does she have a Whatnot account?
I gave it to her, so I don't know if she made one.
Yeah, I was like, I can check.
12 years we've been together. A year and 2 months married. So we've been together since online. So dating does work online. You just got to find that. It took a while for both of us, because you got to get through. I mean, like, we were on and off for the very beginning, but like we eventually made it work. And yeah, so online works. You just got to find the right person.
And no, Molly, neither of us are serial killers, but Danny is a late person.
I was feeding my cat.
You also said you were going to be 5 minutes inside your house when you grabbed sleeves, and it was at least twice that long.
Again, I was playing with my cat.
You were playing with Luna while I was standing outside waiting for you?
No, I was actually getting her treats, so she was okay for me.
You were giving the cat more food.
Yes.
Got it. So Danny is a late person. So what I'm going to do
I'm really not, though.
Well, it's okay. Kelsey is a late person, and I accept her as a late person. And therefore, when Kelsey and I hang out, I do not say come over at 5. I say come between 5 and 6, and that gives her a whole hour to get there. And she's never late. So now, if you got to pick me up in the morning, it'll be like 10 to 10:30. I'm not a late person either, because my mother was late all the time when I was a child. Okay. If your life had a theme song, what would it be?
It's a good one. Like a song, or something that's like a theme song already, or it could be like anything. Like that's just
No, a
music.
song for your life.
Oh, I feel that describes my life.
Mm-hmm.
Skip and go back to it.
Okay. What's the weirdest food combination you enjoy?
Chicken cutlets and applesauce. And I know, yeah, it's weird.
No, he has to go back, Joe.
So chicken cutlets and applesauce. I think it was supposed to be meant as like chicken, not pork, pork chops and applesauce. I think is what, but like I don't for a reason I like the chicken cutlet and applesauce. I've always grown up with it, and I've always eaten it, and I love it. Hot, cold, whatever. Like I'll eat it, the chicken cutlet's cold out of the fridge. I'll dip it in the applesauce jar, like 100% chicken cutlets applesauce.
You put the chicken in the applesauce jar that people eat the applesauce.
Well, Lauren doesn't
out
eat
of?
applesauce, so
Okay, it's just yours. It's like the mustard thing,
It's
Molly.
really just my applesauce jar
Okay,
anyway. So
that's better. So let's go back to if your life had a theme song, what would it be? Joe does not want you to be allowed to skip that question. Some duck sauces are made with applesauce. It's fine to like make sauce with applesauce because it adds flavor, but just applesauce is disgusting.
This isn't really going to answer the question, but the first song that kind of it's the Doug theme song. I don't know why it sticks in my head when you say it.
Doug Life?
Doug, like do 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 do.
Oh, Doug.
Yeah, I don't know why. I guess because it's a nice smell. I don't know the
Does
answer.
It have words?
No. Do, 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 do. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have an answer to that one. That's the first thing that came to my mind.
I'll think of one and I'll let you guys know on Sunday.
I'll get back to you on Sunday. With
There's nothing against people liking applesauce. You know, Molly, I only like fruit in its original form. Don't smash it up.
That's
cook
the thing.
it.
I can have the applesauce because it's not raw.
Yeah, I can't do it. Have you ever had a funny celebrity encounter in real life?
I want to say yes, but I can't think of one. I met Chris Kreider before. He's just not really a celebrity. He's a hockey player, for anyone who doesn't know. Funny? No. I don't think I've had like a funny. I'm sure there is one, but I can't think of it.
What's your favorite color?
Blue.
What is your all-time favorite TV show and why?
The Office. It's just hilarious.
What's your favorite type of cuisine?
Italian.
What is your favorite dessert?
Lauren's crumb cake is really good. Sorry if you're here, you might have to make one.
Who's your favorite member of the Vinyl Cartel who's not me and also lives in Alabama?
Shay doesn't live in Alabama.
The Vinyl Cartel is our group text. And Molly put that in there because Molly's the only one who lives in Alabama. So clearly the answer is Molly.
I can't talk to you, Molly, about wrestling and hockey.
And racing now, F1.
I don't watch F1.
Well, you can talk to her about it because you've spent a year not paying attention to the fact that she likes it.
I know Lewis Hamilton's a racer, though.
Kicking Danny out of the group chat.
That's fine. I can't use it on my iPad anyway. I broke it on my iPad. I can't respond to anything except my phone.
Do you have any hidden talents?
Not that I can think of. No, I don't think so.
Well, it's a good thing you're not in ours, Joe, because I could walk away from my phone for 10 minutes and come back to 125 messages.
Try working a work shift for 4.5 hours.
Well, that's when you just don't catch up and you're like, okay, I got off work. What happened? Do I need to know?
That's what Molly probably
sits in the yapping.
That's why Molly probably sits in the F1 and pay attention to it.
If you could live in any time period, past or future, what would you live in?
The past.
What time period of the past? What decade? I would live in the 50s.
Probably when I was born, so I could see everything in my era, I guess you could say. So 86.
So you would just live the same life you lived?
Oh, I'm living the life? I'm not going back
Like if you could, if you didn't grow up in the decades you grew up in, when would you grow up?
I'll go in the future. Then I would say the future then.
When the Jets were relevant.
I was going to say that too.
What's something you're passionate about that not many people know?
I love my baseball. But you guys know about that, as you could tell. I mean, like I said before, and I know this goes back to my sports. Like, I'm very passionate about the WNBA. Again, I'm just thinking about that. Like, not a lot of people give that sport as much credit as they deserve, and I will speak highly about it to anyone and everyone. Like, I'm very passionate about it, and people think it's a joke because it is women basketball, and I love it. I enjoy watching it. So I'm very passionate about that, as I mentioned before.
Hi guys, this is the new segment that we've never done before. I've never done before. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask Danny questions about me and see if he knows the correct answers.
Oh, it'll be so bad.
What is my biggest fear? Or like, what am I most afraid of?
Heights, because I feel like it's a general thing.
Spiders. I love heights. Where could you always find me? Like most days?
Working.
Correct. What has been my biggest accomplishment?
I don't know. I'm gonna be so bad at this.
Graduating college. What is my middle name?
I want to say it's Anne.
It is Anne.
Yay, I got it right.
Do you know how to spell it?
A-N-N-E?
Yes.
I know how to spell something.
I can't ask him when my birthday is. That's a little too easy. Okay, this is a very broad question, so I'm going to narrow it down. Name 2 people I would invite to dinner, anyone famous that I could, like a fantasy dinner. 2 people I would invite.
So number 1, wouldn't it be the same question that Molly asked you in your interview, the answer?
Yes, but there's 2 people you get to include, not 1. And they have to be alive.
1 and 2, I wouldn't even remember it because I don't.
Yes.
I'm assuming 1 is Taylor.
Yes. If I have 2, one would be Taylor. It would not include Travis. I don't care about him. I mean, he's cool.
One,
but my other favorite artist of all time.
Dave Matthews Band?
Yeah, Dave Matthews, yes. No.
Yeah, I found me some alley-oop sometimes.
When we first met, did you think we'd be friends this long?
Friends? No.
No.
Just for the fact, I think that we would be still business people.
Yeah.
Partners. But we became a lot more of a friend also, and like a friendship grew with it as well.
Yes.
If that makes sense.
Yes. I agree.
Like there's times where we talk about nothing about vinyl or the business.
Right. How many siblings do I have?
2.
And am I older, younger? How do the siblings line up?
I want to say you have, was 2, right?
2 is correct.
I want to say you're the middle.
That's correct. Lexi, Danny knows things. Where did I grow up?
Oh, I didn't have to give you brother, sister. It was brother.
I didn't ask that.
Oh, yeah.
I can keep going.
I want to see if I get it now. Brother and sister, right?
Yes.
Brother's older.
Incorrect.
Damn it! It was so close.
Do you know their names?
No. That's not even.
Sorry, I lost my page now. I'm just asking questions about me. Where did I go to college?
Arizona, right?
Mm-hmm. But which college in Arizona? There's 2.
There's probably more than 2, first of all.
There's 3 big ones.
It wasn't ASU.
Molly's like, I know.
Was it ASU?
It was ASU.
Sun Devils.
Yeah, Sun Devils. Well, I was going to ask this, but I don't know if you'll answer it. What's a bucket list vacation destination that I have?
Oh. Somewhere in Europe?
I told you one the other day.
Yeah.
I'm almost there, right next to it.
New York?
New York City. Thank you.
I mean, I want to consider New York City a vacation spot. It's more of a tourist spot.
It's a bucket list place, like Nashville.
Oh, okay. That's not like a vacation spot.
People, if you didn't live here, I would be, I mean, I literally am on vacation.
Yeah, but I think vacation, you're relaxing. It's more of a tourist You're
That's because
touring.
you live here. Would
Yeah, that's
would
true.
you would San Francisco be like a vacation destination for you?
Depends what I'm doing. Like, I don't consider when I went to Disneyland a vacation. It's Disney, and you're always doing something. I'm not relaxing. I'm touring.
So vacation is only if you.
Am I?
Relax.
That's yeah. Like yeah.
Okay, let's try this. How old am I?
Oh, say it on.
Very good answer, Danny. Amazing answer.
Also,
You don't want to say it
also,
out
also
loud.
fully know the answer. So
You do you know how many years our birthdays are apart? I've said it like a million times.
yeah.
So then can't you just take your age and add that number?
Yeah.
Okay, Danny knows how to do math. We've established that now. Okay, let me get my questions back. I can't ask you that. I was like, do you know what my sign is?
No, I don't.
Yeah, of course you don't. Do you know which of my family members I can't stand?
Your mom. Does that count?
There's one more than that.
Probably your brother.
No, I love my brother. It's my sister.
Oh.
What's my shoe size?
I don't know.
Just guess.
I don't know.
Do you know Lauren's shoe size?
Yeah.
What's her shoe size?
Oh, yeah, I'm not putting that out there.
It's a shoe size.
Still, what one doesn't want?
What's one of my biggest pet peeves?
Probably something I do all the time. Can't type or spell.
No, I don't care. Those are fun. Danny has what we call Dannyisms, where he says things in our group text that make no sense at all because it's just autocorrect. I can understand them, so I have to often translate Dannyisms for everyone else.
Excuse me. Pet peeve. No, probably being interrupted.
That is actually one of my pet peeves.
I do that constantly.
You do.
To everyone I talk to, though.
That is actually one of my pet peeves. Name 3 things we have in common.
Birthday. We love vinyl. And Taylor Swift. That was very easy. Oh, or dumb issue. Well, I gave 3 other things.
What's a guilty pleasure TV show I watch?
Oh, Jersey Shore.
Yes, the Jersey Shore. Okay. I will not quiz you anymore on me. You may now have 5 minutes to ask me questions about you.
I'm not prepared
to see if I know.
I'm not prepared for this. I wasn't ready for this.
This is why I do interviews and Danny does not.
Yeah, true.
Okay.
Also, I wasn't prepared to ask you questions.
Well, I just put you on the spot.
Yeah, I don't like
Love
it.
Island, yes and no. I feel like Love Island is less guilty pleasure than The Housewives and Jersey Shore.
Like, you literally just asked me questions to know more about me. You probably, not know more about me, but you asked me questions. I don't need to ask you questions.
Okay, well, I didn't say this yet, but please put questions in the chat if you have questions for Danny or about me and Danny or about the business. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what we got going on, and I'll have a couple more questions. Hey, Jenna. So Sunday, we are going to be, again, in the same location for our 2nd annual birthday bonanza. Our birthday is on Saturday. So if you don't know, we have the same birthday. It is on Saturday. So Sunday, we're going to be doing our show. It's a pajama party. We invite all of our friends to dress up in your pajamas or just put on your pajamas, be comfy, watch the show. And if you would like buyer or seller, please come co-host, come on screen, say happy birthday. You can give something away. You can do whatever you want. We're going to have a bunch of fun stuff. We have like 115 plus titles. It's all going to be $10, $20, $30 starts. So take a look at that show. It's tomorrow at 6 right now, but it will be Sunday at 6 Eastern. Oh, okay. Yep, we can do that. What were your favorite 3? Do you even remember?
It was definitely the Blink IVC.
Yep, Blink IVC was one.
Did I even give it out to?
Yes, you did. Would it be one of the ones you just got?
No.
Would it be original LLFP?
No.
Okay, so what would it be?
What did I say before?
I don't remember.
I
don't remember either. Nobody else remembers either. Billy Joel, Greatest Hits 2.
Oh, yes.
I remember that. What was the second one? That was the third one. It was Blink, then something, which I didn't hear you say, and then Billy Joel. There was no Taylor.
Reputation.
Oh, Reputation, Orange.
It doesn't matter.
Just album in general. Reputation. Oh, I didn't ask you. If you could take one album to a deserted island, what would it be?
Nelly Country Grammar. I know it goes against everything I just said.
If you could only listen to one song for the rest of your life, what would it be?
What's my age again?
Yes, and he answered Clear with Rainbow Splatter.
But what's my age again?
Add that to the list. There was another question.
Oh, it was about the Giants.
How do you feel about the New York Giants?
My honest opinion, they're going to be better than the Jets. I think Dart is going to be amazing for them. But that's all I got.
How do you feel about the San Francisco Giants?
I don't follow them enough to care. But your boys are in first place.
It's May. Let me just remind you.
It's fine.
It's only May.
Let me enjoy
Barely
it.
June.
Let me enjoy it.
Got lots of months left. You know who was in first place last May? The Giants. You know who didn't make it to the World Series or the playoffs?
The Giants.
The Giants.
They did get a good coach. Very happy about that.
The Mariners, the Seattle Mariners. Also, how is Lauren's vinyl collection coming? Lauren is his wife, for those that don't know.
It's growing.
We're not selling anything tonight. Tonight is an interview show. I do an interview show weekly called Whatcha Wanna Know Wednesday. This is Danny, my business partner. We met in person for the first time yesterday, but we do our sales shows together on Sunday. So go up here and follow us and bookmark. We're having a huge show on Sunday night. So no sales today except t-shirts in the shop. This is just an interview. I do it with all the sellers in the vinyl category.
Her collection's growing. Now getting stuff that she wants pre-ordered now. I was like, God damn.
Same here.
But a lot of Carol G's in her collection.
She got Mamma Mia, Molly.
Her big collection is Carol G. Slowly getting her discography. They're getting a repress of her one album that was pricey, so I'm very happy about that. Then I'm gonna find an OG. Mamma Mia, she likes her Disney soundtracks. So there's Tangled and Enchanted in there.
Wicked
is somewhere in the boxes that we have.
In the car.
She has an NSYNC album. That's where Revari has. She's an NSYNC.
Spice Girls.
Spice. It's not there yet. Didn't get it yet, but Spice Girls.
I thought you got one for her a while ago.
No.
Oh.
It was on back order. We put it on back order. But it's growing. And she actually enjoys listening to it, and like she can see the difference in it because she was very against the whole vinyl, liking vinyl and collecting it. She thought, oh, this is another thing you're gonna collect and not do anything with. Because I'm like my father in that way, where I'll collect things and sell them and hold on to them for too long and all that stuff. But when she listened to it, I told her, listen, it sounds better. She agreed with me and she's like, oh, this sounds really good. And like, now that it's in a spot in my house, not to go prolong, but it was in a very bad spot in my apartment. Now it's in a more prominent spot where it can be listened to throughout the whole house, where she can listen to it wherever she is in the apartment. She can now enjoy it instead of just putting on Apple Music or Spotify, wherever. So she appreciates it a little bit more, and she understands where I'm coming from with it now because it does sound a lot better.
I'll answer my answer, and Danny's might be different. I like all Taylor's albums. Her original is Growing on Me. However, I don't think that she is country. She was born and raised in Pennsylvania, and I think she had a twang a little bit more for like what she was trying to do to break out. And so I hope that when debut Taylor's version is put out, it is less twangy because I feel like that's more to her core. So I would say I like her non-country-ish music the best.
What was the question though? See, that's what got me into her though, like the country. Like I mentioned before, I liked that country back then. But would it be a fan of it now? No.
Do you think that debut Fearless Speak Now is better than the albums after? Do you prefer those 3 albums to the ones after? Because I feel like that's where the country stopped.
I like them all in its own aspect. If that
Yeah,
makes sense.
same.
Like,
And Speak Now has
I mean, if I had to pick,
the best rock song.
I honestly like the older ones more than the newer ones. Like, I'm not a huge fan of Lover as a whole. As a whole, um, Reputation is still number one. Right, Red is number two, and Speak Now is three. So I like the older stuff more than the newer stuff. But
Danny and I are very different in our Taylor
But it doesn't mean I
tastes.
don't like the newer.
Yeah, I like it all. I like every album in its own right. I am not a huge debut fan, and I will say that till the day I die. I don't care if debut Taylor's version comes out and it's great. I'm not going to be like, I always like debut. No. The songs are growing on me. There's a few songs I'll listen to every time they come on shuffle. There's a few songs I will skip every time they come on shuffle. I'm sorry, Mary's song is one of them. But they're growing on me as I listen to them. Like, they'll come on and then I notice I'm singing in the car, and like all of a sudden I'm like, oh, this is debut.
Yeah.
Guess I like this one. Well, we know Molly. Speak Now. Mine is like Folklore, TTPD, Midnights.
I mean,
Evermore.
probably one of the
the 4 newest albums are like my top.
one out of the newer ones, Folklore. I just never appreciated Folklore and Evermore until like fairly recently, just because they came out so close together that like with the whole COVID situation, it was during COVID, I think they came out, right?
Yes. June and December.
I was like, why are we getting 2 albums so close together? And like now we'd be like freaking out. We had 2 albums so close together. I was like, I just never got to appreciate, like, Folklore was first. I didn't get to listen to Evermore as much as I should have because it came together so close.
Yeah. I feel like the newer albums resonate more with my life than when the other ones came out. I was so much older than Taylor that when certain things came out, I was like past the high school days. But like the newer albums are so much more adult feeling, and the ideas in them resonate more with me as an adult.
Yeah.
This is so podcasty right now, not even interviewing. Which I was thinking, like, this is basically what would happen in a podcast is we would sit here and talk about shit like this, and there are still 9 of you listening to us, so thank you.
Appreciate that.
I don't have any more questions for Danny because I know everything there is to know pretty much that I need to know about Danny. But
I'm boring, guys.
Let's see what you guys want to know. Do you guys have any more questions for Danny before we find somebody to raid?
They can see
3,
Kennedy.
2, okay. Janet has one. I'll ask the group.
No, you have to ask here, or else I won't answer it. Thank you. Yes. I have plenty of them because I did a collab with Griffey, so I have plenty of my Griffey.
Janet has a question. Yeah, you can ask anything in that group chat. I'll tell you a funny story, Molly. What's a musical artist?
It's
Taylor.
Yeah.
They had Taylor stuff, like, not like out in the open Taylor stuff, but like Taylor stuff in the wedding that was...
Yeah, like we had Taylor things in the wedding as well, like Lover, but it had to be the Shawn Mendes, which I was fine with, like, version because she liked Shawn Mendes. We had Taylor themed stuff. We both have love for Disney as well. I know it's not music related, but both love Disney. We had a bunch of Disney themed things in our wedding as well. But if I something, let me think. I mean, I got her into Blink, and she actually knew a lot more Billy Joel because she got me a concert for Billy Joel when he was doing his residency at the Garden. She's like, I actually know a lot of Billy Joel, and she's like, she liked Billy Joel when we went to see him. Like, she actually enjoyed the concert. But Taylor is number one music wise that we both have a huge common interest in.
And yes, Don, I'm in Jersey. I saw you guys aren't coming until next month now. Who likes what?
I think Sean said something.
No?
I don't know. I lied.
Who likes the Sean version? Sean version of what? I missed something. Okay, yeah, I saw that. That sucks. We don't get to meet now. What did you mean, Molly? Who likes the Sean version?
Oh, the Shawn Mendes version. I don't mind the Shawn Mendes version. I like original stuff. I mean, he adds
I
to
think
it.
I like the Shawn Mendes version better.
He adds to it. But like once we heard the song though, like we said, like that's the wedding song no matter what. Lover was then she heard the Shawn Mendes version come out, and she's like, I want that one. I'm like, it's the same song, just Shawn Mendes. So I don't mind it at all.
I like the Shawn Mendes version, but I think it's like a treat because it's not like on my regular rotation. So maybe that's why I think I like it more. I like the regular one too. So I like the Lover Live from Paris version of Lover the best. Sorry. I like the Lover Eras Tour version of Lover in person at the stadium the best. Which we'll never get on vinyl ever.
Never say never.
Never say never. Okay, guys. We will have a show at...
Is this where you tell me to plug everything? Like,
yeah, you want to do it? Go ahead. Take it away, Danny.
All right, guys. So Sunday, we have our birthday bonanza. Please make sure you follow, bookmark. The store is loaded with everything. You see anything, drop an alert, drop a pre-bid, whatever you like to do. But Sunday at 6 Eastern, we can say Eastern, we're not saying Pacific since we're on the East Coast. 6 Eastern. If you are on the Pacific Coast, 3 p.m. Then you have, and do you have an interview show on Wednesday? No interview show.
The day after I get home, no show Wednesday.
So no show Wednesday.
But the week after is.
As Stacey mentioned before, drop a message.
Toothpaste King.
Drop a message in the comments to us on the account if you want to stop in. We'll co-host.
Yeah.
Say hi to us.
If you guys want to pop into the show Sunday, all you have to do is like co-host. Just put like co-host me with a question mark so we can see it. And I'm mod. Somebody will see it. We'll probably see it. And then you guys can just pop on screen if you just want to say hello, happy birthday, show your face, whatever it is. It could be a buyer, it could be a seller. I don't care who it is. You get on the screen, you say something rude, you'll be blocked. But otherwise, yes, you can do it.
Then is there a show?
We don't have actually a single show scheduled except for the Yacht Rock Island party on June 29th. Otherwise, we have to schedule shows. So
we'll be back on the 8th, I think.
No, we will not be back on the 8th.
Why will not?
Because you have a doubleheader in baseball.
All right, I will not be there on the 8th. You're right.
We will not be here on the 8th. The 15th, we will be back with the Sunday show.
Separate.
And
on the coast.
Separated with 2 squares where I can flip them around and put hand hearts and confetti and all that stuff. So please come Sunday. We're gonna have like 115 items. Plus, in the shop, there's like $5 buy us a shot, which we will take in front of you. Buy us a beer, there's also like buy us an after birthday coffee, which we're gonna need. Yes, no OBS glitches. And we have microphones. So now Danny will have a microphone for our shows. So, again, thank you everybody for being here. Appreciate you guys. I'm not gonna thank Danny for being here because it's kind of his job. But thanks, Danny.
You're welcome.
We're gonna go raid Nikki.
Bye, guys.
Oh, there's no raid button. I haven't done this on an iPad in so long. Rotate, mic, raid.
Up top, past it.
No, that's not. Oh, it's not the color of his thing. Okay, guys, we're gonna go raid Nikki. Everybody, tell Nikki Lodi Pizza is the